Fight your fears and survive. Closing in on... It's taking so long. Okay. I won't be needing any weapons here. Yeah, worst comes to worst, I can heal myself. Almost seems like too much, doesn't it? Going in empty-handed. Bugs. So the whole purpose of doing this whole mansion was to get the, you know, stone and metal objects, the umbrella symbol on them, and getting these metals. Those are the items that you needed to advance to the final area.
You're a bit of a mess up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
Okay. Got me covered there, Wesker. Gonna jump one more time. If I can get her to jump one more time. Nice. Which way do I push this thing? Go, Wesker! I just... So, Lisa's mother was in the coffin there. And she jumps down into the abyss like a gorilla in Congo. Oh, Wesker. He didn't get hit.
I'll investigate this area a little further.
You know, I think it's possible that Lisa will hit him and he just disappears, like maybe he falls into the abyss, or anyway, he just disappears and you don't get to talk to him at all. Inside the coffin is a skeleton. Wait, there's something else. Family picture. It's a letter to my Lisa. Day by day I can feel my consciousness drifting further away. The shots given to me by men in white clothes made some of Mommy's itching go away. Today they gave me another shot, saying it was nutrition. When they give me the shots, Mommy can think straight, but Mommy's shocked and sad because Mommy's unable to think of you all the time. Mommy's afraid of forgetting everything, especially the memories of you and Daddy, what your faces look like, how we used to be together. They're all starting to disappear into somewhere dark in my mind. Oh, Lisa, I wish I could touch your face and hold you in my arms right now, so that I can hold onto our wonderful memories of you and Daddy. Lisa, we can't stay here any longer. We have to escape. Listen to me, Lisa. Our chance to escape is the next time when we go to that lab together. We'll both pretend that we are both unconscious, and when that man in white clothes is off guard, that will be our chance. When we're on the outside, let's look for Daddy together. Okay, sweetie? Be strong, Lisa. November 13th, 67, Jessica Trevor. Man, Umbrella really fucked over the Trevor family. I mean, really, why experiment on your own people? Like, I mean, if that shit got uncovered, it'd be very easy to link the Trevor family to Umbrella, you know, because he built this fucking place. Like I said, if you were gonna do some experiments, you know, on humans, that's, you know, totally illegal, you would want to do it on either like people on death row. I think in some countries they do that. Maybe in like North Korea they do that kind of shit. People that are gonna, you know, die anyway, or they do it to like I don't know, homeless people or just people in other fucking countries that aren't really on the grid, don't really have a paper trail. Yeah, twisted shit, but you know, the early days of medicine, to do autopsies was against the law because it was like desecrating bodies, and there were major strides in human anatomy and, you know, how to perform surgeries that was, you know, against the law because of how they had to, you know, examine cadavers and get the bodies to begin with. Okay, wolf. Put the wolf metal here. All that aside, all that, you know, controversial cadaver stuff, that was pre-20th century. This is, you know, late 20th century, no excuses. All this shit is just fucked up. Real shitty job security working for Umbrella. This was all set up to just be a disaster. Wesker arranged all this to happen so he could gain combat data of how the STARS team does against the BOWs. What a fucking, like, sociopath. Just crazy, man. It doesn't make any sense. That's one of my biggest criticisms with the Resident Evil games. The story and what happened, everyone's motives, it just doesn't make any sense. The sign reads, "Will not open unless in first class emergency." Old type. Looking for the shotgun. I got tons of flash grenades. In fact, if I get grabbed by a zombie, goodbye zombie. Step right up. Now he's got him. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can stack these guys. Alright. Might work. Burn 2 at 1. 2 at once? Okay, got an achievement there. Break out the marshmallows. Okay, there's a Mo disc. Won't touch that yet. Door's locked electronically. Grab me. Take it. Gotta catch this. Oh, he walked off screen. He wasn't very eager to grab. Moving pretty slow. Got him. The map could go to the right or the left. Oops. Check out what's in here. Part of a corpse lies on the operating table. An information management server, it appears to be broken. CRT computer system. Well, I guess that wouldn't really classify it, but yeah, just old school. Wait a minute, those are all monitors. Look at all those like mini like monitors. How about a CRT display center? That's what that is. Something about chemicals. Variety of chemicals you've never seen before. Or if you look at those with Jill, she like recognizes them. A variety of chemicals you have seen before. Because Jill's like more educated than this lummox here. VACT researcher's note. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutates into a humanoid creature. We call them VACs. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. So that was the boss guarding the death masks. Now, I'm going to come back here. See, that computer terminal there, you need to get some passwords before you can, access the controls on that thing, on that system. And to do that, you need to go into a different room. there's just one door here that's open. Nothing in. No zombies in here. Will you take the X-ray? No. A memo on the message board catches your attention. There's something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. You know, all these puzzles and clues, like especially this one, this seems like something like Wesker just left for me. Like he wanted me to catch up to him. Like he fucking wrote that note, I bet. Why would they leave like instructions like this if it's supposed to be like a legitimate, you know, code that, you know, only people here should know? They wouldn't just, you know, leave like cryptic puzzles and shit like this. Doesn't make any sense. There's a place to put an X-ray photograph. Researcher's letter. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then, activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. Okay. Let's remember that. So, John and Ada. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded the password into an X-ray picture. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to work it out without any trouble. Roent genogram. This is just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideout form, in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. John, Ada. So it's just spelling it out there. Now there's a puzzle to do here. Alright, I'll take that. A memo on the message board. Oh, yeah, we already went through this, so. It wasn't Wesker that set this up, it was John, Ada's, you know, boyfriend, husband, fiance, what have you. There's a place to put the X-ray. Okay, can we put it there? Isn't there another one? See, now if you examine them, you can't name on as Clark David. Not sure if there's really a significance to their name. X-ray photograph, there's a name written at the top, Clark David. No, let's... Part of it is glowing red, so that's the colon. There's no change. Part of it is glowing red, and there's no change. Yeah, let's exchange them. The two photographs positions have been exchanged. Thank you for doing that so I don't have to have two inventory slots. If we do it again. Part of it is glowing red. Part of it is glowing red. So it was colon. That's the esophagus. That's liver. And those are the lungs. So the initials of each, one of those organs, it would spell out C-E-L-L, or cell. Now this whole room, if you know the codes, if you know about John and Ada, you don't have to come into this room at all. You just totally overlook it. Just go to that computer terminal that I'm going to go to right now and just enter it, but I thought I'd just put it in there. That's how that works. And, I'm just going to leave that. I might be coming through here later. Pick that up. I think that's like a double green herb. Security terminal. J O H N. Wait, can I actually type? No, it doesn't let me type on the keyboard. Okay, then Ada, A-D-A. So John worked here, and then his password was his spouse, his better half, whatever. So typical. Verified. Basement. Okay. Now this is from the organ, the X-ray charts. Organ X-ray charts. Cell. That is the room by the Mo disc that I passed on. Right next to where I burned those two zombies. And another door. Doesn't need a code. That's one down here. Yeah, let's quit. Wrong way. My inventory's getting pretty full. I oughta go put this stuff away. Stuff I don't need right now. Yep. I could stand to blow up all the remaining zombies in here with flash grenades. I could. Got 4 doses of kerosene from that tank over there. Now, is there more Magnum ammo to stack? I mean, I'm not saying this is like a little amount of Magnum rounds. That's a fair amount, considering how I used some on the plant boss and the snake. just checking it out if there was more. I might be done with the handgun. Maybe I shouldn't even take the kerosene, but yeah, I will. Wait, I seriously have seven of those? Forget the kerosene. I'm gonna be giving out flash grenades like Oprah gives out cars. Okay, another Mo disc. Aid spray. Map of the lab. Security protocols. Heliport for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Level 1. Okay. Basement level 1. Passage to heliport. Entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant, researcher, or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. A little rough. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement level 2. Visual data room. For use by the Special Research Division only, all other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Basement level 3 prison. Sanitation Division controls Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. Triple lock door. Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Each section of the senior researchers. Just, it's like missing a word. Power room. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Basement level floor. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus, illegible. Alright, so in there you got some hints about there's a if there's an emergency, certain doors open. There's a room with that'll fuel some kind of power cell. You know, there's just talking about the various rooms, and it sounds like if you're, it's almost like if you're not Wesker himself or just like a handful of people, it's like you can't do shit. God, it's like you can't even like exit wherever you're working almost. Like you get escorted to the lab wherever you work, and then they take you out when your day's over. It's like you have to be taken everywhere. Yeah, I mean they're running this place with like all those protocols, but in the end it was all set up to fail. The film has been set into place. View it. Okay, the hellhounds, the dogs are called Cerberus. The sharks, Neptune. Hunter, those lizard primates. Tyrant, that's like a giant human monster thing. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group, development staff. And they just photoshopped Wesker in there. Come on. He's wearing sunglasses in there. What a douche. And there's some code. My shadow's on the board. So I'll try to go for the headshot. If I miss, I'll stick a grenade in his mouth. Slide filter. There are red colored slides inside. Nothing's on it. There seems to be something behind this sturdy door. Open it. Warning, fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. I can't even skip this. They like hold it on there. It looks like a refueling device. Fax. To Sanitation Division. Attention, Manager of Sanitation. From Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success our research. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success our research results. The success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. A security system passcode transmission device. If you had an MO disk, you could transmit a passcode to the system. Alright, that's a Gamecube. You don't see the controller, but that's a GameCube. You see, like, the controller plugged into the front. You see two of them. But almost what it looks like, it's maybe one of those is actually going to the little monitor there. But that's a GameCube. They did that on purpose. Because this was a GameCube exclusive game for, 12 years. Transmitting the passcode seems to have unlocked something. Oh, did I mention he's naked? Yeah, all the zombies in here are naked. Pretty much. So now I got this slide filter. And I could put this on the projector. See what happens. No dramatic music. 8462. Yet another code that if you memorized, you don't have to find it. 8462. Well, okay. It's like just hit like the bottom button, then the left button, then the right button, then the top one. Because, it's like a 3x3 grid of numbers there. We take the laboratory key. Alright, let's examine it. Electrical symbol imprinted on it, so they're calling it key to the power area. Some sort of image editing equipment. It looks like you can use it to view Kenneth's film. Alright.
Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
So professional. Might as well pick that up. Use the key for the power area. About this door. Use the key for the power area. Yeah, toss it. Anything over here? Okay, defense dagger. Got 2 empty spaces. I just remembered before I go in there, need need to have another Mo disk. Did I pick that one up? There's... I acknowledge I made a pass on this. I did pass on it. Yeah. Now I'll go back in there. Knowingly and said that I skipped it once. After I came out of there with the power key, I should have brought that Mo disk. There's a new enemy in here. Oh, the gun's locking onto it. Kind of. Hit it. Oh, he can hit me from down there. You can't get a good look at it. It's called a chimera. Operating table's covered in blood. This blood doesn't look like it came from surgery, though. Various precision instruments used in surgery. Oh. 2 shells and they're done. Easier than hunters. It's rusted shut and won't budge. Seems to unlock something. Now, I didn't explain this yet, but the Mo disks, what they do is you use them to transmit a code to... there's 3 of them, right? And you have to transmit these codes to these locks that... you transmit the codes, and then you have to go to this... There's this locked door... And when all the levers for each that are powered on by the codes that have access, then after you transmit the codes, you pull the levers down and you can open this door. And behind the door, you can go down and find Jill. That's what we're doing that for. She's being held in a prison, jail cell. And pretty much we're out. Out of this room. Pretty much, it looked like the point of that room was just to put in the Mo disc. You don't have to save Jill, but seems like a good idea. It's rusted shut. That was one of the doors that I took the vent to get into. That grabbed me. Elevator isn't working. It looks like you'll have to operate the switch on the right-hand side. Appears to be the control panel for the elevator. Press the switch. Yeah. What happens when you hit it? It doesn't seem to be getting any power. More items to put away. And this is normal difficulty. Playing on the mountain climbing difficulty on this version. Look at all the herbs they give you, all the aid sprays. I got 22 Magnum rounds. More shells. See, I've been playing this like a pack rat, just picking up everything, putting it in the refrigerator. Isn't turned on. Well, that's nasty. Various types of chemicals. Labels are too grimy to read. You can't tell what's inside. Yeah, I mean, I've picked up a lot of stuff that, you know, people trying to beat this in under 3 hours to unlock stuff, or under 5 hours. Okay, in the Gamecube version, if you completed this game in under 5 hours, you would unlock the Samurai Edge handgun with infinite ammo, and it's pretty much the same thing as the regular handgun that either Jill or Chris have, but it shoots a bit faster. I want to say it shoots about, 20% to 30% faster, and it has infinite ammo. And pretty much once you have that, if you just always have that in your inventory and then have, like, the assault shotgun, you're pretty much prepared for anything. You can kill anything that gets in your way, or if you're really keen on just, doing things quickly, it's just more power to you to just run by things. You don't have to pick up ammo, you don't have to pick up things. It just makes things simpler if you just run through. You just run through this whole game getting up, key items that you need to, like, open doors. So it makes a big difference having the, the Samurai Edge handgun with the infinite ammo. So that was under 5 hours. If you did it under 3, you get the rocket launcher, which it looks like a grenade launcher, but it shoots rockets, and it's... after I unlocked that, I lost a lot of interest in this game. It kind of just killed it, It was too good. Once you got that, it was just like... just couldn't play the game the same way after I unlocked that. And I mean, you could start a new game and just, like, not use it, but it was just like... I think that was the last accomplishment that I... Whoa. Guy was hanging up there, tried to hook me. Some of the modes I never did. I know I never did Invisible Zombie mode, but I did One Tough Zombie mode where Forrest is running around strapped with bombs, and if you shot at him, it would blow up the whole mansion. I did that. And I also did the mode where the item chests weren't linked, so it was like Resident Evil 0. Okay, warning, fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. A refueling device for the power room. It's not working right now because there's no fuel. There's an empty capsule. Alright, I'll take that. So, I did every mode in the the Gamecube remake or Resident Evil remake of Resident Evil. I did every mode except Invisible Zombie mode, just because it was just daunting. It was just weird playing that. Like, you couldn't see the zombies, but you could, like, see their shadows. Real freaky. I think I'm gonna clear out the rest of the rooms up here. I got the ammo, I got the shells. That was another terminal for the MODISC. Alright, now that I saw that now that I saw that console there, never mind, I'll just go back. Last MODISC. So 2 of the MODISCs are in the lab, and then 1 you get with the yellow gem and the tiger statue. I have to refill this. The energy capsule deal, fuel cell. Gotta refill that. Looks like a refueling device. Set the capsule into place. You got the fuel supply capsule. The main ingredient of this fuel appears to be nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. Okay, so they told me not to run with this. Absolutely no running allowed. Suck if you got jumped by a chimera, then you just like blew up. Oh, this is the wrong room. If you got knocked down by a chimera and you blew up because you know too much of a shake, too much of an impact, a concussion. Where I have to plant this cell, it's somewhere. There's going to be more chimeras in there. I didn't fully clear the place out, but I'll be all right. Now, just to see what happens, I'm going to save. save right now. Oh, did a little run. Okay, we got this hallway here. Can I run and get to that doorway before it blows up? Let's count the steps. Just running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing's happening. Running could result. So it could. Could, but it won't necessarily. See, I don't know the rules with this. I don't remember ever really the thing ever blowing up on me. I always just walked with it. Okay, you can't put it in through the menus. A fuel supplying device for the power room. It's not working right now because there's no fuel. Set the fuel capsule. No. I want to blow up. Blow me the fuck up. Yes! You are dead. Yes. Although I did do some running, you gotta admit that I walked about half the way, right? I walked half the way. I got to the item chest room, the ink ribbon. I got to that point, and then I started screwing around. I think if you ran the entire time, as soon as you refueled that thing and you tried to run to where you got to put that in, you'd blow up. There might be a limited amount of steps. There might be a probability, maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 5% chance of blowing up every time you take a running stride. I don't know exactly how that works, but you just saw it. I blew up. That's why I saved before. I wanted to capture that. End video.